confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go! Break!
Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Wilson. At 45 on his way. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jim?
Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Gives it to the back on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Has to get there to move the sticks. Still on his feet. And he runs it across goal. Touchdown, Alabama! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers were playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they forced the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D line in recent years.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Young. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the 1st? That's huge.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. They just keep firing. Punch it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Gets it to him on the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the draw. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the marker. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Touchdown time! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive looking downfield on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Bumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. Turning, got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the heat. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll move the tight end. Going with the ground game left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Complete to the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down.
White 53. White 53.
Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, you were already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on fourth down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw them. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Pushes for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Dropping back, it's Russell. Touchdown, Bama! put the 6 on the board.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the grab. It's sent. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. To throw, it's St. Clair. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with the back. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Gets it out fast.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Takes the handoff. It's Dalton. Still on his feet at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Trojans have it with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Continuing to turn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs, Tony. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs, too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nick headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
The offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's St. Clair. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes a grab and there's room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
56, USC 28.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.